Dear students, welcome to my YouTube classes. Fine. In the previous class, we had discussed about different systems of earthworm, that is digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, excretory system. We have discussed. Clear? Then we are supposed to discuss now the nervous system and reproductive system. Nervous system and reproductive system. So now let's first discuss about reproductive system of nervous system of earthworm. Is it visible? Nervous system. Nervous system. The nervous system of earthworm consists of two main parts, like one is a brain, other is a double ventral nerve cord. Double ventral nerve cord. Brain. First is brain. The prostomium, the first segment, has mouth. Above that there is a small head. That head consists of brain and nervous system. Nervous system is the thing. Nervous system consists of brain, and then it has a double ventral nerve cord. In brain, we have to see brain consists of ganglia. What consists of? It consists of ganglia. Now here ganglia, they are of three types basically. Right? One is Pharyngeal ganglia, Pharyngeal ganglia, that arises from third segment, runs all along the body. Then subpharyngeal ganglia, fourth segment, also arises from fourth segment and runs. Clear? Then it has circumpharyngeal ganglia. These are the ganglia. They are also the circumpharyngeal connectives because they connect the segmental ganglia, which is present in every segment, and then they connect the pharyngeal ganglia. Hence they are known as circumpharyngeal. Circum refers to circular. If this is the body of the earthworm, if for example if this is considered as a head, so here there is a brain. This brain consists of ganglia in the pharynx. Fine, pharyngeal ganglia. Fine. Below the pharynx, subpharyngeal ganglia. Sub refers to below. Then it has segmental ganglia. I will write segment. In each segment there is a ganglia. That ganglia is known as segmental ganglia. So pharyngeal ganglia and segmental ganglia are interconnected. They are interconnected to each other by means of circumpharyngeal ganglia. In each segment there is a ganglia that is known as segmental ganglia. This ganglia, which is basically a part of segmental ganglia, is a part of double ventral nerve cord. So I have not written there, right? But now segmental ganglia, because it is found present in each and every segment. Where? In each and every segment of the animal, you find that the double ventral nerve cord, which is a characteristic of Annelida. This double ventral nerve cord, when it is passing from the segments from the anterior to the posterior portion, in each and every segment there will be swelling. So this bulged portion is what is termed as segmental ganglia and pharyngeal ganglia. These are connected by means of circumpharyngeal. That's why I have drawn this like a semicircle, so that you can understand. The pharyngeal ganglia and the segmental ganglia are interconnected. Hence, they are one more type of ganglia is termed as circumpharyngeal ganglia or circumpharyngeal connectives. I hope it's clear. Then the double ventral nerve cord that arises from the anterior portion, head portion, it runs all along the body. I have told you this point in Annelida phylum. Annelida also, since in most of the annelids all the systems are throughout the body, hence the regeneration is also very much possible. It occurs in earthworm, also shows great degree of regeneration because here the systems are present all over the body and the cells possess that property of regeneration. So here the double ventral nerve cord passes from anterior portion to the posterior portion of the body. It runs all along the body. That's why it is known as double ventral nerve cord. So this consists of nervous system. Then the next system is what is known as a reproductive system. Reproductive system. system. Clear? The reproductive system, you all very well know that earthworm is a what? Yes, bisexual animal. What animal? Bisexual. Earthworm is a bisexual animal. That means it acts as both, yes, male and as well as female. Male and as well as female. We come across the same animal. Male gonads, female gonads, male organs, female or sex organs, male sex organs are found present in a single animal. Such animal is termed as bisexual animal. Classical example, earthworm. Fine. Earthworm is a bisexual animal. When we talk about the reproductive system, so first point, the basic point is earthworm is a bisexual animal. In the 14th segment, which segment? Remember these segments. 14th segment, you have male aperture, in the 14th segment. In the 18th segment, which segment? 18th segment. In the 18th segment, what is there? Male aperture. In the 14th segment, female pore, female genital pore, what we refer as female genital pore is there. So, when this is the animal earthworm, in 18th segment, for example, it's here it is 18th segment, male genital aperture is there. In the 14th segment, what is that? Female genital pore is there. So since it possesses both gonads, it produces both gametes, and it has both sex organs in a single animal, it is termed as bisexual. So in the 18th segment, we have female 18th segment, female, and in the 14th segment, male organs. Clear? Male organs. Pores or apertures. I hope it's clear. Then here, next the reproductive system. Clear? When we talk about the male animal, in the 10th and the 11th segment, which segment? In the 10th and the 11th segment, we come across a pair of testes. In the same animal, in the 10th and the 11th segment, what is there? Pair of testes are there. These testes runs, fine, with a ducts, fine. Ducts called vasa differentia. We come across the same terminology in human beings also, fine. This ducts runs, fine, runs till the 14th segment. Then in that they form a pouch-like structure. What is known as spermatheca? What it is? Spermatheca. Raja, theca it is. Theca. Spermatheca. Note down the spelling. Spermatheca. This spermatheca is like pouch-like structure. What like structure? Pouch-like structure which stores the eggs. Which collects the sperms and undergo fertilization, which collects the egg. It produces nutritive fluid also. Fine, like it. Fine. Later we call as after laying it is known as cocoon. So spermatheca. Then from the clear 18th aperture, these sperms are released, and during copulation, afterwards we go there. So here in the 13th segment, what segment? 13th segment, pair of ovaries are there. What are there? Pair of ovaries are there. In the 13th segment, pair of ovaries are there. So they have oviduct-like structure, which comes to 14th segment. Clear? So in this, when the copulation takes place, when the sexual act takes place, when copulation occurs, fine. When they mate during their breeding season. Fine. So here there is a mutual exchange of the gametes. Gametes means here sperms. Fine. Because male sperms are motile also and they have to be deposited. So that is fine. Mutual exchange offer. What offer? Exchange offer. One earthworm deposits sperms into another. Then vice versa. What happens here? Vice versa. Fine. So when they meet, the 14th segment of the one will be at the 18th segment of the other. 18th segment of the other. Next, later, what happens when this here, then here, the 18th segment of this, then the 14th segment of this. Clear? When it deposits the sperms, one sperm acts like a male. When it receives, it's acting like a female. Then what happens? Mutual turns takes place. Again they move. Fine. So this sperm also, this earthworm also deposits its sperms into this earthworm. Clear? Then afterwards, like this is sperm, this is earthworm depositing sperm into this earthworm. They move and they go for copulation. Fine, clear? Then once fertilization takes place, they lay the structure known as cocoon. What the structure known as? Cocoon. You might have heard this in sericulture also. Cocoon. This cocoon, fine, when it is laid into the soil for about after 3 months, after 3 weeks rather, not months, 3 weeks, fine, clear. Around 20 to 21 days, 3 weeks later, the young one hatches. What hatches? Young one hatches. Clear. From each cocoon, either 2, how many? Either 2 or 22 young ones are hatched. Either 2 or 22 young ones are hatched. Later, they develop into an individual. Here, there is no larval stages. There is no larval stages. Hence, we call here the development is of direct development. Since there is a lack of or absence of larval stages, the development in this animal, what we call as direct development, because here the young ones are hatched. I hope it's clear. Right? Next one, when we talk about this, next we have to talk about cockroach. Fine. In cockroach, this here particularly, fine, the portion is deleted, but yet I will do briefly. Fine. Cockroach is not there in detail, but you people will be studying in NEET. We will be studying this for the NEET. So briefly we will discuss certain points about cockroach like that. Fine, clear. You all know Periplaneta, cockroach Periplaneta americana. It belongs to phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta, subclass Hexapoda. Clear? Then the body, general anatomy. Fine, the body is divisible into 3 parts. One is head, thorax and abdomen. In the head region, we come across sense organs like eyes, pair of compound eyes. How many? What type of eyes? Pair of compound eyes. In head region, pair of compound eyes, pair of, yes, what is this? Correct. Antennae, pair of antennae, sense organs. Clear? Mouth, maxillae and mandibles, upper and lower lip respectively. It has mouth parts, biting and chewing, cutting parts. Clear? Then compound eyes. Why we call it as a compound eye? Because in arthropoda I have told you, each and every, because these eyes are made up of many lenses. In every lens is known as ommatidium, clear? Ommatidium, singular, ommatidia, plural. So this eye is known as a compound eye. Antennae, they collect a lot of information. I have told you in detail in the offline classes. Fine. What exactly is the function of the antennae and how this eye works. Fine. All those things. Here there is no chance or opportunity to talk that much detail because we are taking external morphology of cockroach. Then in the head region, mouth parts we come across. After that, head region, head has a brain, of course. Then solid double ventral nerve cord. We'll talk about that when we talk about the nervous system. After that, the body is divisible into 3 parts. How many parts? 3 parts. The 3 parts together, it is known as thorax. Again, this thorax, the second part, is further divided into 3 parts. Don't get confused. The body of the cockroach is divisible into head, thorax and abdomen. Head, thorax and abdomen. We have spoken about head. Now, the second part, thorax, clear. That itself is further divided into 3 parts. One is prothorax, mesothorax, metathorax. Prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. In the prothorax, we come across 1 pair of forelimbs. From the prothorax, 1 pair of forelimbs arises. From mesothorax, 1 pair of middle limbs arises. From metathorax, 1 pair of hind limbs arises. That's why this belongs to subclass Hexapoda, having 3 pairs of 6, that is 6 jointed appendages, arthropoda, jointed appendages. So from each segment of the thorax, one pair of jointed limbs arises. From prothorax, pair of forelimbs arises. From mesothorax, pair of middle limbs arises. From metathorax, pair of hind limbs arises. They help in locomotion, perching, fine, clear. holding, running, catching, fine, during copulation also they help. So lot of functions. The hind limbs have the rough structures, fine, so that for the grips, fine. So after that, the body, the third part of the body we are talking, it is known as abdomen, the longest part, abdomen, thorax, fine, and then the head, clear, understand? Just a rough diagram so that you can understand, very rough diagram. This is the head part, clear, head, then the thorax, prothorax, mesothorax, metathorax. Then the body is divisible. Is it visible? The body is divisible into abdomen region, which has further it has 10 segments. What it has? It has further 10 segments, clear. So from here, these are the compound eyes, clear. This is also compound eye, clear. Then, so from here, one pair of, clear, forelimbs arises. From this part, one pair of, clear, mid limbs arises, clear. From here, one pair of, clear, hind limbs arises, clear. Then I am showing it on the other side, fine, clear. From metathorax, one pair of forewings arises. From mesothorax and metathorax, one pair of wings arises. Limbs and wings are locomotory organs, fine. This is forelimb, middle limb, hind limb. This is forewing, hind wing, clear, hind wing. This is head, this is thorax, this whole is abdomen, clear, abdomen, clear. Here prothorax, mesothorax, metathorax, clear. In the head region we come across compound eyes, antennae, mouth parts, chewing and mouth part. This is the head here, clear, understand? I hope it's clear. Is it clear? Just a rough diagram so that you can understand. Four wings arise from mesothorax, hind wing arises from metathorax. From prothorax there is no wing. They have two pairs of wings, three pairs of limbs. Both are what? Locomotory organs. For running, climbing, perching, holding, for flying. Clear? Wings. So these are the abdomens. General morphology we are talking about. Clear? So the body is covered by chitin. The body is covered by protein called chitin. Fine. So here anal cirri from 9 segment it arises. Anal cirri arises. Clear? So this is general morphology. When you talk about the digestive system of cockroach is a very highly adapted animal. It is found present on planet Earth since the time of dinosaurs, that is Mesozoic era. Dinosaurs were ruling the planet Earth. Since then this insect is found present. Hence it is considered as a fossil animal also. It can live without water for almost about 100 days. I am not talking about food, talking about without water also. Without water it can live. Solitary animal, highly adapted animal, clear, most widely distributed animal. You find everywhere. Cockroach you find everywhere, in AC chambers also, in pits also, gutters also, toilets also, in kitchen also, right? In wardrobes also, fine. In the fine, outside also, bureaus also, everywhere. But most of the moist places or humid places it will be, clear. So it is highly adapted animal. Understand? When you talk about the digestive system, it has parts like mouth, which has maxilla and mandibles, chewing, fine, clear. Then teeth, chitinous teeth. Then after mouth, pharynx, esophagus, crop and gizzard. Crop is like a stomach, where what is not digested in the stomach, fine. It feeds on small nuts, fruits, fine. General food, fine, clear. Whatever it gets, whatever it come across, fine. So whatever is not digested in the crop, it goes to gizzard. In the gizzard it has again chitinous teeth there. The hard food will get digested. From there it comes to intestine. From intestine to the rectum. From rectum to anus, fine. It has only one opening, clear, fine, anus, clear. And then the undigested waste is removed through anus. When we talk about the respiratory system, very simple. In between these segments, there is a gap here, what we call spiracles. From there, the air enters, fine, clear. Then it enters into trachea. Trachea divides tracheoles. From tracheoles, it goes to lungs, through circulation. So simple respiratory system. Clear? When we talk about circulatory system, it has a colorless blood, that is known as a hemolymph, colorless blood. Fine. Blood vessel, the circulatory system is of open type because there are no blood vessels. The blood is this lymph, colorless blood or hemolymph is found present in the body cavity called hemocoel. So this is a yellow colored lymph, yellow colored or colorless lymph. Fine. Here the hearts are 13. How many? 13 hearts. 13 chambers. 13 chambers. Like how we have 4 chambers, 2 auricles, 2 ventricles. Like that it has 13 chambers. How 13 chambers? Fine. Clear. Almost 1 chamber here, then 2 chambers here, 3, then 10 segments. Each segment, fine. It has a chamber of the heart. So altogether it has 13 chambered heart. So one after the other, rhythmically they beat, fine, and they circulate through aliary muscles. Through aliary muscles, it is connected to body wall through aliary muscles. So this blood is circulated. So that is the circulatory system. When we talk about digestion is over, respiration is over, circulation is over. Then when we talk about the excretory system, it consists of about 100 tubules, like structure known as Malfunction Tubules. This point I have told you in phylum Arthropoda. In class Insecta, the excretory organs are Malfunction tubules. In case of class Crustacea, in prawns and scorpions, fine, and the excretory organs are green glands. So both this you have to remember as far as phylum Arthropoda is concerned. But we are talking about insects here. Insecta, the earthworm, classical insect, fine. Sorry, the cockroach, classical insect. So here the excretory organs are Malfunction tubules. Remember, Malfunction tubules, fine. There will be around narrow, fine, Malfunction tubules around the hepatic caeca. One organ is there in the digestive system. There we come across Malfunction tubules, and this is uricotelic animal. What animal? Uricotelic. What do you mean by uricotelic? The animal that excretes its metabolic nitrogenous waste in the form of, yes, crystals of what? Yes, uric acid. Crystals of uric acid. Hence, it is known as a uricotelic animal. Whatever you get, white colored one, along some waste, fine. What some reptiles also excrete, and then the insects excrete. So it is known as uricotelic. So this animal also uricotelic. It excretes the uric acid in terms of crystals. Malfunction tubules of the excretory organs. Now when we talk about the nervous system, it consists of brain. It consists of brain in the head region. Then it has solid double ventral nerve cord. In earthworm, we told double ventral nerve cord. That is Annelida. In Arthropoda, Insecta, Cockroach, we are saying solid double ventral nerve cord. Same thing, solid double ventral nerve cord. Brain is small but very powerful brain, very useful, very powerful brain. Clear? Because it has more sense organs. Fine. So, nervous system consists of brain and double ventral nerve cord. It also has ganglia. It also has what? Ganglia. Ganglia like here, sub-esophageal ganglia, esophageal ganglia and sub-esophageal ganglia, segmental ganglia also. Then solid double ventral nerve cord. It is connected to body wall and other sense organs. So it receives the stimulus and sends the response. So that is the nervous system. When we talk about the reproductive system of cockroach, clear? It is a unisexual animal. What animal? Unisexual animal. Male organ is separate, different, and female organ is separate and different. The male organ consists of testes. Fine, clear? Testes in the fourth and the sixth segment. Clear? Then they have this sperm carrying ducts. Fine. Then they are deposited into the Congo blood gland, mushroom glands. Then it is when they copulate, it deposits. In the female, it consists of lobed ovaries from third to sixth segment. Lobed ovaries are there. They secrete ova. Fertilization is internal. Fertilization takes place inside the female cockroach. So fertilization is internal. Clear? And it lay an egg that is known as ootheca. What is known as ootheca? It consists of around. As I know, I believe like around 18 or 12, 18 segments will be there in that ootheca. So from that 18 young ones will come. 18 young ones will hatch. You might have seen female cockroach will be holding one small brown colored. That is the egg of this cockroach. That is what we call as ootheca. It consists of around 18 segments inside. Clear? Then it hatches. The young one of the cockroach is known as a nymph. The young one of the cockroach is known as nymph. Here also there is no larval stages, fine, but larva is known as nymph, but it looks like the adult here. So here also the development is direct. So here we complete the cockroach and the earthworm. So in the next class, in next two classes most probably I will complete the frog, so that we are completing this chapter. After that, next one more chapter, most probably chemical coordination, I will be taking up. Keep studying. God bless you. Good luck. Take care. Any doubts you have, you contact me on my WhatsApp account. Fine. Subscribe my channel and do make a simple notes of this. Whatever the doubts you have, you get it clarified through my WhatsApp. Keep studying. God bless you. Good luck. Take care.